Hi everyone, I'm back. I'd love to try and figure out an excuse why I've not done a YouTube video in so long. I've just been so busy. When I say so busy, I mean, I have just come up. Can you see this spot here? This is stress, okay? The stress. I have been busy. I have been on the go constantly. I've been here, there and everywhere. So I've actually not been able to... I should have turned my phone on silent. I thought today I'd do a makeup vlog because I know that a lot of people have been asking me to do a makeup vlog. They've been asking to see how I do my daily makeup, and I mean, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't really know what I'm doing a lot of the time. I just go with the flow, and if it looks okay, then by all means I'll just go out and it looks alright. Yeah, I'm not a makeup artist, but I do know how to just do basic makeup for the day. My daily makeup's a bit heavier than other people's daily makeup, because it's probably the only style that I know. So I just thought I'd show you. I was going to do my video based on relationships as well, so it's going to be a bit like story time, so makeup vlog and relationship talk. Because I feel like, as much as you guys know, you saw me on Love Island, like I get that, but I don't think you guys know much into my relationship, how I am now, how I see relationships, how I view them, dating, have I dated recently, have I been on a date? You guys don't really know much, so I thought I'd update you guys on this whilst doing my makeup, just make it a bit more interesting. Also, for anyone who is going through things in their relationship, for anyone who is struggling or have funny dating stories, definitely comment them below and I can go through them, because you know, we all think it's only us that are going through dating issues or have been through stuff in other relationships, but actually in reality we all have, and we all have been through something. So here it goes. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where to start here right now, but I'm gonna do it. Bare face today. I have got eyelashes on. I got my eyelashes done the other day. My eyebrows need doing. Bit of a mess, but it's all good because I just feel like, why not just show you the real me? You saw me with a tan, now you see me without a tan and looking like a dry toe. Right, so what we're gonna start with is this serum. Now this serum was gifted to me when I did when I was a makeup model for Melly Makeup. I don't know if any of you guys know. And it's got gold in it. So I don't know if it's any good, but it's got gold in it, so I still use it. So this is it here. This is the, I feel like such a makeup artist doing that. Cool, and I just basically, I always use my hand, always, just to put it on like this. I don't know, I can't really be bothered. When I'm in a rush, I can't bother to run around looking for something to put my stuff on. I think I might have a bit of eye stuff on from last night. I really should have been putting oil next to my eyelashes. So it is really good just to put a bit of oil or a bit of like moisturiser under your makeup. I feel like the foundation just sits a little bit better, and I just feel like it just like looks a bit more nicer, a bit more oomph. Whenever I used to do my foundation without anything underneath, I just always felt like it was a bit more dry, if that makes sense. And I wear a lot of matte makeup, so to have oil underneath, it takes away that really matte look, but it's still that mattifying type of look, if that makes sense. What I normally do for foundation is I mix two together. So I use this Smashbox foundation, and I mix it in with Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser, this one here. Jordan gave me this in the villa, and I've still used it. There's like the teeniest bit left, so I'm really hoping there's some left. If not, then I'll mix it in with True Match foundation, because it's just a little bit darker than the Smashbox mattifying one. Basically, with this mattifying one, I used it, I got it for the first time before I went Ibiza with JD. I'm not even joking. I got pushed in the pool by Jack, you know, my mate Jack Fowler. Got pushed in the pool by Jack, and literally, I'm not even joking, I came back out the pool and everyone was looking at me like, and I was like, what? And they were like, your makeup's still on. And I was like, it's the new foundation. So this foundation is amazing for when you go on holiday, because you genuinely, it's not going to come off. You sweat with the sun, this will not come off. Definitely get, if you like your foundation to be quite thick but stay on. So I'm going to, hopefully there's some left. Yeah, there's definitely some left in here. Bit of this and a bit of that. Bit more. So relationships, yes, I can confirm I'm officially single, very much single. I'm not the type to be a serial dater. I'm not the type to message boys. I don't really text. You don't really look at yourself like this. This is so jokes. I don't really text boys. I'm just not like a, I just feel like I just can't be bothered. I don't know if everyone else is like that. I've just got foundation in my hair, fantastic. I feel like I literally just don't really like put myself out there enough for other people and to like date or to go on to even like get to know someone. I feel like I'm very guarded. I'm very, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one because people assume that I'm like, I go on dates a lot. People assume that I'm like talking to loads of boys in the public eye, but I'm really not. And I just don't think people understand that. Like I go through my messages and someone slides in my DMs and I'm like, okay, thank you, thanks for your hi, thanks for your how do you do, I'm well, thank you. So it is quite a difficult one because I'm just very not in the mood to chat all the time and have these conversations with boys like that don't even know me and they're asking how I am, and it sounds so bad, but that's just like how I am. And I'm just like, that's why I've only ever had 2 relationships in my life, and I think that is genuinely the reason, because I'm very picky as to who I go for. I'm very just like, I can't be bothered having pointless things. If I'm gonna go on a date with someone, I've got to see a slight potential future with them. Whether or not the date is like a silly little date or not, I've got to see a slight potential future with them. Otherwise, there's just no point in me really even going on a date with them and spending time with them, because I'm wasting their time as well as my own. And I don't want to be that type of person that literally has to sit there and go, right, how do I figure out to say I don't want to see them again? And I find it quite awkward. So I'm just trying to put this all over. The colour's a bit off, but it looks alright in pictures, so I just still go with the flow a little bit. I do get it in my hair, because I've got so much baby hair here. I don't know if any of you guys have baby hair. I've got so much there that I can't help but get it in there. I'm going bloody mess. Always got to make sure that it's all rubbed in properly, because it's matte. You've got to make sure even behind your nose that it's all rubbed in properly, and then, so you can see it sits really well together. The tinted moisturiser and the mattifying foundation from Smashbox. Thanks Smashbox, because it's actually really good. Forgot what it was. What are we going on to? Concealer. With concealer, I have ventured out, and my cousin basically works for Givenchy, and she's like, you've got to try our new concealer. So this is their concealer. I don't know if that's upside down or not, but we'll soon find out when I edit the video. This colour. This is the Tient Contour Eyewear Concealer. Tiente. You'll see what I mean here. If any of you guys can say it, please let me know. I normally put this underneath here. I do go in full swing with concealer, but I also use a MAC one too, which I'll show you guys. Oh, it feels so nice putting this on. So I mix 2 together again. I've got this thing about mixing. Right, so a lot of makeup artists are probably going to be like, what is she doing? Basically, I put this all over here and here, because I just feel like it gives a little bit more oomph, and I like it. And I like it like that. Beauty blender, wash the hair out of it, rinse the hair out of it, and you just get more of like a, oh, it's fantastic. It just goes on like that. And what I do as well, I just bring it up on my eyes as well. Because then when I do my eyeshadow, it's a lot more smoother. And then I'm going to get the other, the matte concealer, and mix it in too. But do you see how it goes on really, really nice? I don't really need the matte one on right now because I'm not going out, but I'm going to show you what I do just so you get more of an idea of what I do on a day-to-day basis for my makeup. So it's actually really, it sits lovely. It's not heavy, it's not like, it just blends really well too. And then I mix that in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This one here, I use number NC42. I think that's my perfect colour. Whoa, just dropped that everywhere. This again is running out. I really need to go and get new makeup. So I just put it on my hand like this. Dip my beauty blender into it. Dip my beauty blender into that, and then go all over again. So in terms of dating, you guys don't know, but I did go on a date not long ago with a boy I met, and he was lovely, good looking, I must say. And we just went to cinema, we went to went for food before, and it was a really, really nice date, and I really enjoyed his company because I've met him before and we got along really well. And when you meet someone straight away and you really get along with them, instantly that's when you know, like, oh my god, could there be a future? And I feel like us girls, and maybe a lot of boys do this as well, but I only know from a girl's point of view, a lot of girls are like, oh my god, this is it, husband material, we're gonna get married, this is it. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I was even like to my dad, I was like, Dad, I'm going on a date. Could get proposed to on this date. Who knows? You just don't know. But, I mean, when I went on a date, like, we had such a good time and I came home really happy. We continued to speak for a while. But I don't know what it is. I feel like when I go on a date with someone, I instantly start believing that, like, you have to have a future with them. You have to go on another date with them. But actually, in reality, like, as young girls or young boys, you go on these dates. Something might not even come from it, but you still go on these dates and that's okay. With me, I've got this thing, and I spoke to Jordan from Love Island about it. He basically was like, I was like, Jordan, like, I've been on a date. Does that mean I have to go on another date? Does that mean I have to, like, see them again and have to always speak to them? He was like, you are thinking into it too much. Like, it's okay. You can go on a date and you cannot see them again. You don't have to go on another date. And I would have loved to have gone on another date with him, but I think it just, that second date, for some reason in my head, just makes all of everything so serious. Like, you've gone on a second date now. Like, I feel like it just makes it too serious. And for me, I like when something gets a little bit serious in a relationship, when I'm not that ready for it, I run a mile. I'm like, gone. See you later. That's what I'm like. That's why in my life, I've only ever went on, aside from that date and aside from Love Island, I've only ever been on 2 dates and they were like long-term boyfriends. So you can see how I just overthink and I overplay it in my head, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do that as well. Like, we just overplay everything in our head and just think, oh my God, like, if I go on a date, it means I have to go on another one. But actually, it's okay just to have a bit of fun, get to know someone, not have to think something too serious. But I think for me, I just find it a bit pointless and I don't want to waste like his time as well as my own. But he was very, very lovely and good looking and took care of me and made sure I got home safe and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's a gentleman-like behaviour, and I like that, and I could see that in him, and that's why I was like, okay, I don't mind going on a date with him. And also, I really wanted to watch the new film Joker. It was intense. Because I've got a psychology degree, it was like a proper intense film and I liked it. Going on to the next stage. Can you see how it blends quite well? And you're going to see when I put baking powder on, it blends even better. So I'm going to now do the contour side of things. I love a bronze forehead, I love a bronze face, so please excuse if you literally think, oh my lord, that is a bit too intense. But it looks good in pictures. I feel like because I'm taking so many pictures often, I need to make sure that like makeup is constantly looking good. So I use the NW50 Studio Fix Soft Matte Foundation Stick. That's like a little song. So it's this one here. So I normally put this all over here. If you want to draw something on your head, I mean, go in full swing. Okay, with here, I used to draw a faint line, but I found that like when I was doing that, when I put blusher on or anything like that, or bronzer, it would make my cheeks go greyy. So what I do now is I'm not even joking, just go in full swing, go a bit nuts with it, and just go all the way over. Probably makeup artists might be watching this thinking, what on earth is this girl doing? She's doing it all wrong. But do you know what? It works. Just gonna, and then a bit underneath here as well. And then a tiny bit on your nose, just to bronze that off. I normally would get the other side of the Beauty Blender and just dab around, but always make sure you don't like go too nuts because it can spread all around and go in weird places and stuff like that. So just do it on here. So yeah, I'm newly single. I'm not texting anyone at the moment. Bit sad as I'm 23 and I'm not texting a boy, but it's okay to not be speaking to people sometimes. Sometimes you've got to have time to yourself and not have to like always talk to people. And I find it really hard as well because boys always slide into DMs, and I just feel like I don't do dating websites, I don't do anything like that. So for me, sliding through DMs or meeting someone face to face is the only way I'm going to meet someone. Sliding DMs is a little bit like a dating website because you're talking. Do you see what I mean? You can't really win. You really can't win. With Love Island, like Love Island helped me a lot to just like, I think be open to meet someone. From me and my ex splitting up, but just be open to going, okay, it's okay to like get to know someone. It's okay to have a cheeky kiss. It's fine. And share a bed with someone for the first time you've met them on the first day. It's okay. I'm joking. Love Island sort of taught me that it's okay just to like let go and not have to be so uptight about it all. So yeah, so it was a good Love Island to obviously do that. But obviously, fair enough, I met Michael, but nothing come out from it. But it's allowed me to just meet that person. But then again, I go back to square one where I'm like, okay, I now need to meet someone else. How am I going to do it? Now, if another program gave me the opportunity to meet someone, fair enough, then I'd be like, okay, fab. I can actually get to know them, and just sort of like, it gives you that little catalyst to go, okay, right, here you go, throw yourself into it, see what happens. Whereas on my own, finding my own person, like choosing who I want to reply to and go, oh, he seems nice from his picture, his personality looks great from his picture, you know, it's a lot harder. Just gonna put a bit more because I like my forehead a little bit more bronze than this. But do you see how it blends in so well with the beauty blender? I literally am punching my own head with this. Bloody hurts. And I know a lot of people are probably feeling exactly the same. Well, some people are thinking, you're a freak, you need to chill out. It's only going on a date, it's only replying to a DM, it's all good. So do you see how nice and bronzed it is now? And it really blends in well with the beauty blender. But you've got to wet it a lot, otherwise you're not going to get, it's just not going to spread. It's going to look really streaky and stuff. I feel like I've made this really serious. Like, this isn't serious, it's just a conversation. I'm all good, I'm not stressed out or anything. Next we're going to go with baking. I love baking. If you want a dewy look, baking's not the good thing to do, but I like a matte finish because I feel like it just makes your makeup look a lot more fuller. It really like just finishes it off well and it lasts longer. So I got gifted Huda Beauty one, and oh my gosh, this is Sugar Cookie. How cute it is. Shows you where to put it too. One of the best baking powders I've ever used. It is so good. I will show you one face, the other face. It's amazing. Just be aware when you take it off, it will, boom. It's like you have just opened up your own show because it just, if you can't get any of the powder up, I've realised that if you just tap the side, it actually brings it all up. I was throwing it around trying to figure out how the hell to get it out, and then I realised you just got to tap it. This came with it. Dab it in, tap it a little bit, and then just go along here, along your nose like this. This contours your nose a little bit as well, and then go along here and look at the difference. I know you can't really see much, but I can really tell the difference when you do this side to that side. It just looks a little more like a polished finish, I think. I just think it looks a lot, just see what I mean? I think it just looks a bit more nicer and a bit more of a finished look. So yeah, my previous relationships were pretty good. In all honesty, I actually had such an amazing time with them. You know, you create memories with each other, you become like best friends. I always make sure that when I meet someone and I want to be with them, I make sure that I get along with their friends as well, and I also can be like a best friend with them, because otherwise you won't really enjoy spending time with their friends, because it's like for like, if that makes sense. Like, they have their friends, they get along with their friends because their personality goes together, and then if you're with that person and you get along with them, then you're likely to get along with their friends, and that means you can go out with them and it's fun. Okay, you just have a little bit more fun. So yeah, it's a shame, you know, they did end. You know, the first one ended because, well, my first ever relationship ended because I did get cheated on. Weren't nice. It was the first time I've ever got cheated on, but it makes you learn how to deal with situations. It makes you learn how to say, okay, you might not cheat on that person, but there's a likelihood that they will cheat on you, and they haven't got the same morals as you, and they haven't got the same thought process as you. You know, we are different, and you can't always say you want that person to be how you want them to be, because actually in reality they're not going to be how you want them to be. And you can't control people, and you can't control their behaviour. You just have to have trust that they won't do it, but at the same time you have to remember there is a possibility that it could happen to anyone. Never ever rule it off, because if you do, that means, I don't know, I just see it as a bit silly to rule off the fact that someone could do something like that. I don't know if it's just me, because my first ever relationship I just got cheated on. It's a little harder to look beyond that and say that, okay, that person won't ever do that. But it was a good relationship. Like, you know, our first ever date, he come to my house like an umbrella, and opened it up, it was raining, and was like, here you go. And I was like 17, and I was like, oh, I was like, Mum, he opened an umbrella for me, how cool was that? And then our date was like in like a really nice restaurant, like my first ever nice restaurant I've ever been to, because I was so young, I didn't really go to places like that. And it was really nice, and you really get sucked into it. You think, this is it, I am getting married, I don't care, sod this, sod that, I'm getting married, this is it. But actually you've got to remember that you are so young. So any girls watching this that are young, don't get too upset that, you know, a relationship hasn't worked out, because you are so young. You've got so much to do, and you could go on Love Island to try and meet someone. It's okay. I double up on 2 different baking powders. So I do the Huda Beauty, and I also do Revolution Banana Powder. It is unreal. Do I need to put my hand there? I normally just tip it into the lid, This is more of a yellowy base. So the Huda Beauty is more of a whiter base and just makes it look more fuller. And then this one's more of a yellowy base. And then you just put it all over. And I just think it just, because I'm tanned or I'm like olive skin, it just gives me more of like a better look than if I was to use more of a whiter powder on top of this, or an even whiter one, if that makes even any sense to you. But I kind of know what I'm on about in my own head. Okay, so it looks a bit more like yellowy now. I don't know, does it? I feel like it does. Just all around here. Avoid going on your cheeks because you've got the cream contour on your cheeks. Okay, my next stage is I'm going to do bronzer, blush, or whatever it's called. But the thing is with me is because this colour that I have that I put on my cheeks is a mixture of like a pinky and a brown. I don't know what to call it. Like, could you call it a bronzer and blusher? Blonzer. Cheeky and blonzer. That's actually quite a good word to use, you know. So this one is Bobbi Brown and it's colour Dark 3. As you can see, I've been using that. So for me, I like a pinky cheek, but I also like a bit of brown in it. Because I don't like it, when it's too pink, I look like a little dolly. I found this perfect colour from Bobbi Brown and I've used it ever since. I've used it for about 3 years now. If it ever discontinues, I will not be happy. I'll go down then. I'll be like, you hurt me, you hurt my soul, I need this back. Right, so with this, I put it here and I also put it on my forehead as well. Probably wrong, but I kind of like it and I think it works well. So, tap, tap, tap. Oh. I mean, how cute is this though? Stunning. Yeah, and then the second relationship I had, again, we were like best friends. It was amazing. But I think because, again, I was so young. I met him when I was 19, turning 20. And again, everyone's still so young and you can't always expect to be like, it's going to last, because you change as you get older. You've got different life experiences. Like, you become more successful in your career. You might want to just like focus solely on that. Yeah, so it is a weird one. When you get older, you do start thinking, you know, like me now, I'm 23. I'm thinking, got to be engaged by 25. Got to then maybe have children, like get married at 28, have children as soon as you get married. You can't think your life like that. Honestly, I used to think about it all the time and think, oh my God, like I should be married by now. I should be like this now. But I think it's a girly thing, to be honest with you. I do think it's a girly thing that we've got this perception when we're younger that we're going to have this massive fairy tale story, that we're going to meet someone and we're suddenly going to be with them straight away, and then we're going to like have kids and live in them. It's a lot of the time not like that. Nothing's a fairy tale nowadays, but you can make your own fairy tale, and that is by being you, and when the time is right, it will be a fairy tale, and that's how I see it. That was really cute, wasn't it? So, look how nice this colour is. I absolutely love it. Now we're going to go on to eyebrows. This is probably my most stressful part, because I've actually not really had my eyebrows done for a very long time. I just pluck these stranded hairs. I just don't have time to go get my eyebrows done. It's really bloody stressful. My sister's my beautician and she's so busy and I'm busy, and our schedules keep switching over, but she did run out the other day, so I absolutely love it. So I use this Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil and I just brush up like this. As you can see, they aren't exactly neat naturally. Okay, so I do like quite a thick line there, and then I do strokes of hair upwards. Oh, yes, I do strokes of hair upwards, and it just gives more of like a naturally defined eyebrow. Whereas a lot of people sometimes they do these really, really strong eyebrows, and I just don't know if it looks like natural. It depends what look you're going for, though. I go for more of like a naturally thick eyebrow. Is that natural? I wouldn't say that's really natural, but overall looks nice. So this is the eyebrows now. You just do one line, strokes of hair up, and if you have any hair here, just do lines downwards. Haven't done it amazing, but it looks half okay. Then use Benefit, as you can see I've been using this, Gimme Brow. This is just like, you can just brush your eyebrows up. I would normally then just get a bit of concealer on my hand, literally like the tiniest dab, and then just, so I just shape them a bit better. Oh, I'm going to need my mirror for this. Especially if you've got literally loose hairs as well. You can cover them a little bit more as well. Yep, looks alright. So with my highlighter, I found this amazing one for Bobbi Brown again. Excuse the, that way. This is Bronze Glow, and it is literally one of the most amazing highlighters I've ever used, because again, I am olive skin, I am tanned. I don't want to use too much of a whitish silvery like highlight. I want to use more of like a bronzy type highlighter. I've used a lot of it, as you can see, so I need to get a new one. And I just put it all here. I put it in the craziest places, by the way, so bear with and you will see. But yeah, so Rosé ships were amazing. You know, I had a good time despite the cheating on my first ever relationship. They were good. I don't know if I choose wisely and that's why, I don't know. I do this, by the way, all over here and all over here. Probably wrong, but it looks really good in pictures. So yeah, I just think that they were really good. It's a shame they ended, but you've got to remember that in life, everything, I live by this, everything happens for a reason. Relationships, like, they always do, and if it's meant to be, it will be, and you never know in future what will happen. You never know if you'll get back with them, you never know if you won't, and you'll meet someone better and new. You've just got to have hope that, like, your life is written for you, and the way it goes is how it's meant to go. That's how I see it. So it keeps me going a little bit more every day, because it's coming up to Christmas now, guys. It's getting a little bit lonely, cold. You know, my dad's got a girlfriend, my little brother's got a girlfriend, my brother's got a girlfriend, my sister's got a boyfriend, mum's got a boyfriend. I've got nothing. I don't have anyone. So I've been literally like latching onto my friends lately, going, hi, can I come around now in the evening? Hi, can I come around again? Bless them though, they absolutely love it. Who wouldn't want a bit of company, eh? So that's highlighter done. As you can see, the base and the main bits are done. Now we're going to my eyes. I used to use really, like, no, not cheapish, but like eyeshadow palettes that cost max £4. And I found that when I was doing my eyeshadow, it took me a long time to keep it blending, to keep it going. Whereas I got gifted this Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And honestly, when I say the palette is like my best colours, it is one of the best eyeshadow palettes I use. I use Sienna as a base. Gonna dip it in a bit, tap it, because there is a lot of like loose bits with this one. And you're just gonna do this all around. Do you see how quickly that just blends in? Simply because it's a good palette. Do you see, look at that took, I'm not even joking, 4 seconds. Do the next eye. So yeah, so right now, single, but Love Island did help me out. It gave me that push to say it's okay to meet someone, move on from your previous relationships. It's okay to go on a date. And it did help me out a lot. It's a shame nothing come from it relationship-wise, but at the same time, it maybe my life was meant to be the way it was, where I go on that as a little catalyst to push me to meet someone. Michael's lovely and he's attractive and we've really got along. I just think right now with both, our lives are crazy. Like, I barely have time to see my friends, you know, let alone have a boyfriend. But at the same time, you want a bit of company, so it's a difficult one. But we had an amazing time together on Love Island, and our journey was just so funny. And you look back at it and you think, wow, like, this and this happened, and we laugh about it now. You know, it was meant to happen in my eyes. It was meant to be like that. I do Love Island again, absolutely. In hope that, you know, I would actually meet someone, and just the experience was just absolutely amazing. And like, I couldn't explain to anyone how it was. And when someone says to me like, what was it like? I'm like, I can't actually tell you. Like, I don't really know. I can't explain it. Like, you've got to do it. And that's when you will see the actual experience for what it is. And everyone who comes out of it goes, I can't explain Love Island. I just can't explain what it was like, because it was just such a crazy experience. I mean, thank you to the producers and stuff and the execs for putting me on there, because it just once in a lifetime opportunity, and I was able to do that, and it just has changed my life completely. The next colour I would go for is Cypress Umber, which is quite good because I'm from Cyprus, so it's nice to use a bit of a cultural colours. And I put this literally solely, if that the word is, on the lid. And then I use the other side of the brush that come with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I just put in Cyprus Umber again, and I just smoke underneath. I love a smoky eye. I think it just finishes off the eye so well. Then I'm going to put, because I've got eyelashes, I'm not going to put eyelash, I'm not going to put mascara at the top of my eyes. I'm just going to literally put mascara at the bottom. This was gifted to me for Givenchy, and it's the most amazing mascara in the world. Look at that brush. Watch this. I use the tip of it a lot of the time. As you see, I haven't done this neat enough, but I don't think smoky eyes look really good when they're neat. I like it when it's a little bit messy. Look at the difference. How amazing is that? So that's the eyes done. I'm just going to put a bit of highlighter on my under my eyebrow with the actual brush I use for my cheeks, but that looks okay. Okay, now I'm going to go in full swing with the lips. Guys, I know I don't have big lips, okay? Naturally, I don't have big lips. I do love the look of big lips, but I want to create it with makeup instead. And I overline the hell out of them. I overline so much of my lip, but I feel like it really, I don't know, it looks nice. It looks nice in person as well. And it's okay to just overline your lip to create the look that you wanted. So I go underneath here. So I go like this. I like this trick. I think, was it Huda Beauty that done this trick? Where you go, you do like an X. And then I like using one full colour for my whole lip. You can choose if you want to do lip gloss or whatever. I normally do it just like makes it look like a lot more nicer. This one was gifted by Marcel. I don't know how to say this one. It is such a lovely lip gloss. It feels really velvety. And there we go. Looks alright, don't it? So this was my YouTube vlog on my makeup that many of you guys have been asking to see, but also I thought I'd spice it up a little bit and talk about relationships, my current relationships, dates, etc. And yeah, you know, relationships aren't the most important thing in the world in terms of romantically. You can focus on other aspects of your life, and relationships, when the time is ready, it will happen and that right person will come around. I'm still waiting for the right person, but it's all good because just focusing on myself a little bit. Come up to Christmas, spend it with family, enjoy yourselves. But yeah, I hope you guys like the vlog. Excuse the spot, but it's all good. Yeah, it's as simple as this. You don't have to be a makeup artist. You don't have to be amazing at makeup. When you find the right look for you, you can keep doing it until you get bored of it. So I hope this video has exceeded or met your expectations. But yeah, this is what I do daily, and I can't wait for my next video to come out. I'm going to try and keep on it and try and make sure I do as many as I can now, as I think it's really amazing to show you guys my life, have a little chat. But definitely comment below, you know, how your relationship's going, if you had bad experiences, and maybe we can like have a little chat about that. I'll respond to them and just go through that with you. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed it. See you later, guys.